Good evening, friends, and welcome to den traditionella bondedemokratin. This has now stewed for a bit. It is, what is it now? It is winter time, it is late winter time. I think it might even be February. Yes, it's the 9th of February. Who did you know it? And here we have it. The steel mill is operating at a pretty good lick. I'd say, you know, it's at least 50% of its, what do we call it? Capacity, yes, but that's not the word I'm looking for. Potential, yes. Potential was the word I was looking for. Anyway, the steel transport train here, we're going to add a new thing into its thing, because this year is the year that we're going to try and retake Stockholm. That means no. Yes. After you have been to Pjedansk Steel Mill, go to Pjedansk to Stockholm, multi-rail open storage, and unload 100% of anything. Yes. And they should be well able to, yes, they will handle it. They will take all of it, in fact. But we're going to need it. And if we could also get prepared, somehow set up here with a bit of mechanical components. So we do need a lot of those as well. And obviously we are lacking in technical services out here. But that will be taken care of once, you know, there are plenty of technical services, offices, here's this, planned synthesis, yes, and you know, we get some workers up here, and it will all maybe work out. Although one challenge here is that this is not a small town. This is it is a very wide city. Or a long city, depending on which direction you look at it. I mean, this seems like a main street here, so I suppose it's a long city then. And the shopping center is here. Yes, no, that's the small cathedral, but the shopping center is right next to it. And the television station is up here. And there's lots of things here that people want and need. So we're going to have to populate about here, try as best we can, so that they will, hopefully ensure that they work in television station, and they work in a little bit in the university, and a little bit in the hospital, and so on. Yes. Maybe. For now, though, we're waiting for this steel train to finish loading here. But you know, at this rate, it will not take a very long time. Although I suppose the truck has been in, yes. Yes, cheers. Fagerhult, yes, starköl, export. It's naturligt, yes, natural and wild by nature. Although the more literal and correct literal translation would be wild of nature. Yes. But may be both more literal and more correct at the same time. Maybe, come to think of it, these are things one can ponder. Does it taste? Yes, it tastes decently. Made in Vimmerby, I believe. Is it not? No, it's not. This is, you know, the western, the West Coast people. No, it isn't. I'm stupid. This is the gnällbältet folket, you know. Yes. Anyway. The buses, yes, the people have stewed. here. So we have actually quite a few people now in. If we take a look at this, as I think it snows on the exact same days each and every winter. Yes. But it certainly always starts snowing on the 23rd of November. It's always the same for some reason. Here, Polochevo, 4,194 people, and all of them we are just going to swoop up, basically, and plonk down in Stockholm. And we're going to take a big chunk out of Alvaret and Hansasino too, to really try and get this place going. And we need to transport a lot of stuff up there. Steel was one thing. Mechanical components was another. How are you doing here? You're working quite slowly. I think that you could be working a little bit quicker, maybe. Although it's not reachable from here now, is it? No, it is not. Damn it. Could we make it so it would be? By doing some footpathing here. Quite possibly something like that. And then, well, that should be all we need, but we can take this too, maybe. Unless it overlaps with existing construction, which it does, and therefore, never mind, it's working now. Great. Right, so with that, with this, what we have before us here, population, I think that we're ready. We just need to get the resources up there. Mechanical components, transporting thing. What are you doing? You are driving around the railroad with almost a full load. Not quite, but almost. But you are only going to Oskarshamn. Yes, this has been severely, chopped. This. We head over to. What did I just? Molna? No. Here's where we want to go. Stockholm. There we go. Not quite the open storage though, but the warehouse, which is here. 19 tons of mechanical components. Okay, that's not going to do, I'm afraid. We do have... There should be a train in here somewhere. It isn't here. There should be a train here. There's a train here. There is a train here. This, I think, could be something that we could use. Right, and they'll accept. No, this filled to 100%. What? Yes, we should maybe ask the train to leave before doing that. It's a bit unnecessary to throw it away more than we absolutely need to just to get this working. So that's the wrong side of the little hill here. Here's where we wanted to go, and say after Stockholm Cargo train station. Rather here, before Stockholm Cargo train station, you go to this little warehouse where you load up on mechanical components and you wait. Yes, you're so important. You get to wait here at least until we notice that people have started dying or something. So you go there and very good. And then you're there and you wait until unload. Very good. And you could go there now, even. Because you're almost empty. So you should have space for plenty of mechanical components. And now we throw a little bit of this away. There we go. Just so they can get some mechanical components in. So that everyone understands that, yes, here we have the much sought after mechanical components. Because they will be severely sought after. You know, we need to build a whole lot of heating infrastructure. So much so. And that reminds me, we also need to get fuel for them to burn. And the people of the well-cultured people of Stockholm, only the finest heat for them. So we will be burning coal up there. Yes, and this is what we want. I have planned ahead apparently since there are plenty of hopper cars here, but I don't know what to do with this now quite. Because Barra is broken. We cannot use Barra. We cannot do anything with this. I can add more things onto it, but then I cannot get... I could throw it away, I suppose. No. 12 million. I think Barra is worth quite a bit more, you know. Anyway. Here we could take a train here, for example, and go and do this. And let's hope that you get mostly locomotives, please. Whereas this railroad is really the most efficient way of doing it. It is. Many different designs have been evaluated and simulated. And so, oh, this is very good. You know what? You are not going there because this is just what we want. You're going to a depot. We want to use you just as you are. Yes. So you should even get a name, you know, or it has crashed on me when naming things here, just so that we know. Yes. Right. Hello. It's heating for the cultural elite. Is what it is. I mean, let's call a spade and such. Which one was it? This was not that one. It was this one. And apparently we're going to need to shuffle a bit of things around here. That's completely fine. Yes, I think this is a good, you know, use of time at the moment. Really, this is not something we need until. Is it safe to press Control H now? It should be. Yes, it should be. I cannot remove. Yes, I can remove. How are you doing? Oh, you're loading up. Eventually. Have you caused a severe incident in the meantime? As it's beginning to thaw. Excellent. Although March, it really has to be a time into March before we can move people up there. Where are you? You should be around here. You should be here. No, you left. Yes, because that's not the right train. Right, I got sidetracked a little bit there, and but here we load up on coal, say, for instance, yes, and then we head up to Stockholm actually with this stuff, right to this place, unload. wait until unloaded. And actually wait till loaded as well. Yes. Now that's going to put a little bit of a dent or slowdown in the steel production, I think. Loading up that coal train. Yes, we got sidetracked about something. Yes, mechanical components. This train that was in here, where did it go? You're on your way to Alvaret. You haven't made it there yet. How far have you gotten? Oh, about halfway there. About. There's still quite a ways to go. Here. This one is. Dum 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 dum. I like this new camera. It's good. It still does some interesting things, but it's good. Yep, it is. And apparently also, yes, I forgot about this. We want all the latest of features, you know, general debug. But that one and that one. And you are currently waiting at the same place that we're going, aren't you? Yes, you are. No, you're waiting here. You're waiting at Oskarshamn. I see. You know what? You are going to get to go. We're going to add this to your schedule. That's what we're going to do. Not quite here, but over here. Yes, we should have one more warehouse, really, but this is what we got. So this is what we have. But I would suggest you do this after Oskarshamn, and then you don't need to do it again until the next iteration. That is. Unload, sure, but you it's not a good idea to have you waiting here now, is it? No, it isn't. So we'll do that and get you going. Well, the snow's thawed here, which is very nice. It is very unfortunate that they have not been able to get further on this, but at least we're going to make our best attempts here, as we have 500,000 tons of steel on the way for your very use here to construct this heating thing. And let's hope and cross fingers and such that it was laid out very decently enough and such. I noticed during the winter time here a weakness in the heating grid down in not in Hansasino. I did not look at Hansasino in this winter. It's as long as they have electricity and a few workers in those, heating plant things, they'll be fine. This is looking quite promising. This with the steel mill, 300 workers, and we're not lacking any resource. Very good. We are a steel power nation. Yes. Or something along those lines. We are a nation to be reckoned with when it comes to making steel. We're not selling any because we're using it all. If you look at the resource status now here of steel, 2,500 tons. Yes, not long ago it was like less than 1,000 or something such. Yes, and this might take a little while unless we could get the number of workers in here to be a bit more. 201 tons you say you want, okay. Sure, that would be great. And well, yes. In other project news, we have of course the grain storage here, which is completed. Although surrounding infrastructure is not yet completed. The grain storage itself is completed. And, wouldn't you know it, the railroad and the bridge is also almost complete. There's just one thing missing, guys, here, you know, from the thing. And it's the other track. Am I getting lost here now while trying to do too many things at once? Yes. Little bit, but here we go. That's the one. And you don't have any prefab panels. That's going to be a problem. Then you just happen to have exactly what you needed to finish that bit. Okay. Could we start making prefab panels again, maybe? I think they're out of cement. Yes, it's going to be a while before we start buying our own cement again. No workers, you say? No workers? Yes, I know it's a shock. Okay. Could we get just a few? No. Not unless we want to start dropping people off here. Which wouldn't be a bad idea, because, you know, sooner or later we might even run out of planks. Where are you? Planks. 2,000 tons. Well, not really any day soon. But still, you're filling up with the cement. Good for you. But we need workers in here. It's just the way it is. How are we doing here with the coal nowadays? We can't take any workers away from the coal. Could we do something? We got 60 people standing around there waiting. Good for them. 1,000 tons of coal we have here. Yes, I tried to amend this heat exchanger here, which was not getting enough juice. So these buildings, I mean, it was not a catastrophe. I think we didn't even, no one even got sick. It just went down to about 10-12 degrees inside when it was like minus 18 outside, or 16 or whatever it is. So it wasn't that bad. But still, it's a bit closer to the limits of things than what we'd like to see. And I think that's something that we should do here is we're not going to sell these ambulances. We need somewhere to park them. There are spaces available at the road vehicle depot. Wouldn't you know it? Because this hospital in the mod workshop, yes, that claims to have solved the traffic issues for the hospital. are a little bit interested in finding out just if that works or not here. And yes, right now it may be calm here with the traffic, but when we go back to regular business, i.e. hard citizen reaction and frequent fires, it's going to be a bit more dramatic. As that, should we let them treat these people? Yeah, I suppose so. But you know, we can't be taking any more. Get out. Yes, you'll get tagged. What? Where did you come from? That's a hospital there. Oops. That's a bit more off the road than I wanted to remove. But that's what we got. Now, the school. A school. A school. A school. School. 16th of March, it's getting to the point now where it would be feasible to start moving people in. Not a school, a hospital is what we want. Yes, this one. Yes, you can get to work on this whenever you like, or right now it would be maybe even be better. Oh, the train with coal is just leaving. That's nice. It's 14 degrees outside. I think that they should be able to handle it by now. So, should we do, you know, or should we wait just a little bit longer? Have we gotten the steel up there yet? Unless we haven't, we might as well wait. Oh, it's on the way. It is on the way. The steel transporter. Oh, you filled it up. What? No. Go back. We want you to unload 100% of anything. And they still have plenty of space. Or they have, screw these. I don't know how that happened, that we ended up with this many prefab panels here, but no, that's more like it. At the same time, we need prefab panels down here for the railroad. Yes, isn't it just so? Yes, it is. Should we do we do something special? A special line we do. Special line. Yes. This will not work for long. Yes. But you go from here and to this bus stop, and you're like prefab panels. Arbetare, yes, workers, you know, for prefab panels and things. Never mind. We'll leave it like this. I think the prefab panels will be able to suck up most of the workers here that will be able to deliver one bus. And but now we're moving the people out, so that's not going to happen. maybe we'll move. Does it get cold during nights or things? They have started plowing the fields. I think that we're good. Actually, how are we doing on this? Okay, now this is maybe not something that we should be doing right now. We should certainly not be doing it until we have this train cargo station built. But that would be something. Filling this up with grain. How are we doing now in the spring with the grain storage? So 4,000 tons is what we started out with. Okay, not that bad. No. Okay, 11 tons. No livestock. What's the problem here then? A little bit, not enough workers maybe. Don't tell me that anyone is going hungry here, because that we cannot stand for. Alvaret, they have food. Beatus has food. Olna has plenty of food. Stockholm has plenty of food. We all have food. Although we're not loading the train up at a very quick rate, but no, food is not a problem. What about clothing? It has been a little bit of a problem here, and it is again. And it is because, well, the root cause is that we don't have enough workers in the various factories here to do this at an enough rate, which leaves this truck standing here for a long time. And never allows them to build up, a cache or a buffer of this thing. And therefore, these people are constantly going about in very, very worn clothing. No, not warm, worn. As in extensively used. But we're just going to have to make you wait. At least in Alvaret they have clothing and Pologeo has clothing too. For some reason. That's good for them. And now we have, now it's running pretty decently. Too. So I think we can leave it as long as the train can stay out of here for long enough. Would be fine. Is it time then? Yes, because we can't do that now anyway. Did we get the shift in for the prefab panels factory so that we could generate so that we can build a little bit of railroad? That's all we want. Yes, so now then, you're coming with me. Yes, and you're coming with. Yes, this is going to be a little bit of a tedious process here. Yes, yeah, I don't know of any other way of doing it. But we're going to have to take all the houses here. That will be all of them. Then we continue along here. Most of this should be filled. I would really have liked to see also, a few adult children, but regrettably not. And also we wouldn't have any because they have moved, should have moved into adjacent village houses, I would think. And my thinking is then that Pologeo here will not be completely deserted. No one's living here, Okay, it will be completely deserted. Yes, that's fine. The villager's house, so taking that too. Is that it? These are empty. I think that might be many of them. We do this. We pause now and we head up to Stockholm for the first batch of people, which we'll put up here to work at the television. Now this is what's this? They put you in here. Thank you for your service. And then you just continue this until there's no more. And I mean, yes, it is a bit tedious, and I wish I could do this in a sort of more batch job sort of fashion or bulk operation of some kind. It would be very nice. Oh, you're staying behind. Okay, I'm not going to try and convince you. No. There we go. Very good. Very good. Pure flats. It's all full here. I probably missed some building. I think, isn't there one here? Yes, there is one here. Right, is that it? That might be it for that bit. Okay. We continue then. I hope that you were well educated, or you're reasonably educated, because we need that for the television. And things. This is one that we can dump many people into if we like to. Well, that's it apparently. Okay, we continue here. How many houses did we have in Polohevo full of people? Anyway, quite a few. That's good. That's all of them. Now, Hansasino, you are also going to contribute to this, not to the same extent as Polohevo, because Polohevo is now empty, more or less. I think. How many people do we have? You think? We have 596. See if that's enough for them to survive and thrive and grow. They have not woken up yet, but when they do, they will find themselves a little bit lonely compared to how it used to be. We can take this one and this one. Because I don't think that we have that many adults living with their parents here. We actually have none. So what we should do is go to Alvord, because here I think 313. So who has that as a license plate? Today's trivia question. That one and this one, why not? And you can take quite a few people out of Alvaret. This means that we're going to stop making steel, basically not stop, but we're not going to do it at the current rate by any means, or anywhere near, by any stretch of the imagination, near what we're currently doing. But yes, Okay, we now need to populate this part of town as well, so services and various things gets the radio station we have up here. We have one house here that is dedicated to work at the bus stop, which makes them effectively construction workers. I think it is this one. Yes, it is. Yes, now we just move people in here basically. And you better get your act together when it comes to building this heating infrastructure. Otherwise, come winter, this will all have been for nothing. We can't have that now, can we? So, there's one more. There's one more. They're around here somewhere. Yes, that one. Very good. There's one more too. One more. One more. Even one more. Yes. No. Moving. Yeah. Okay, it's completely full. You're telling me. Oh, that's great. Here there's plenty of space. Oh, the village houses we won't quite bother with. There we go. There's another one. It's this one, the big one in Hansasino. Maybe we don't need any more. What do we do? Okay, what is the population of Stockholm now? 6,443. Well, then we pause. Everyone, welcome to your new life in the culture capital. You are hereby granted the entitlement of being a little bit better than everyone else in the realm. And you better do that culture good. Because if the slightly not as good people out there, if they're not happy with the culture that you're providing, they will be coming with pitchforks and things, and we don't want that. So please keep it entertaining. But television station, look at this already. 62% of it has television. We're having a little bit of electrical problems here, everyone moving in at the same time. But I think that's only, inrush current things, isn't it? Maybe 8.6 maybe. Or it is people are working at electrical heating plants maybe. I should have torn most of them down. Maybe not all. Yes, I don't know if this will work. I hope it will. So, we have workers here. Excellent. Most excellent. We have cement. Let's get going on this. We have 2,000 tons of gravel. 2,500 tons of gravel. 715 tons of steel. And now also 605 something, 35 tons of coal as well at our disposal to dispose of through burning. Yes, very nice. That's a later problem. I hope that those people they are trying to transport cement here. Yes, they are, and they're not having it quite. No. So, what's the population now? 17,000. Yes, I think it's time we turn the hard citizen reaction back on, because this is an explosion of population of which I've never seen. Now, by this then, it is time to turn the fires back on. And the frequent fires at that. It is. I think that out here we'll actually have a separate heating plant and infrastructure from the rest. We do have electrical heating plants out here, but no. What we'll try and make and build is here. No. Oh no, not the wood. That one, yes. That would be lovely. And we don't need a heating plant out here though, but we do need heating for the fire station. Otherwise the firefighters will get mad. But I need a little bit of a break here, you know, now after having gone through all of this. It's a good thing this. Look at all this. We already have some pipe. No, that must have been a mistake. I must have bought that bit or something. Or it's old. It's something. Stuff's really happening now. All it required was workers to get going. Because that's the only thing we've added. Yes, but I do require a bit of a break, and I'll be with you again pretty soon. And we resume here on the 13th of May of 1987. Right, the thing is, you know, up here, I'm getting a bit worried here. Yes, it's only the half of May, but you know, summer goes really quickly, and well, okay, stuff's happening. It may not be enough. I don't think that we should paint the devil on the wall here quite yet. At least not to an abnormal extent. And until we've seen what actually happens here and such. I really hope that this will be enough for all of this, and that we've covered everything. What about like you? What's your heating connection? You have 3. Okay. That's good. Maybe. Unless there is some bug if you're covered by more than 1. And more than 2. And less than 4. And there's a full moon. And it is the 14th of May. And so on. So then you'll have a crashed desktop or something. No. What you're saying about, yes, hello colleague, very much welcome to be not there, but yes, hello. You have made your addition here now, and your entrance. Thank you. You can be there. Very nice. Yes, you look so tired. Yes. Yes, you're old. You're old and tired. Yes. But you are. Look at this. Everything except meat. And of course, I mean, Stockholm, they don't eat meat. They are better than that, you know. They are vegetarians. They don't eat meat. Will we take enough of or how much of a hit will we take on this? A little bit, I think, health-wise and happiness-wise. Especially when we turn on the citizen hard reaction. How are you doing here? Is there any... there are many buses. This varvsarbetarna. We could maybe turn off for the moment completely. Yes, we could, because vehicle depot. Yeah, right. You think you're going to find road vehicle depots out here that has space? No, I don't. Well, I did for all except one, which is now lost forever, unless it was this one. It wasn't. So, right, and later on we're also going to need to get workers commuting in here. Yes, it will be on a rotating schedule here amongst the heating plant, the asphalt, concrete and such on the bus stop. And this looks as though it's about to be done. You're okay, mechanical. Oh, yes, I have not looked at this. That train might still be standing there and might be causing some issues. Population is doing great though. Okay, it is not maybe so good that you have managed to get in here too. No. No, you know what? You can go there. Why don't you? Turn around. There should be no question mark. This is two-way. Or it's supposed to be, is it not? Is it this two-way? Yes, and has this not caused a pile-up? Yes, it has caused quite a pile-up. Yes. Yes, it has. What in turn then has this caused? For example, you know, you go and check the most important. The warehouse in Beatus. They have plenty of food. They are doing all right. Okay, it's not come to that yet. How are they doing? Because I think that the train diesel station here, wherever it is, where are we now? It's not here. The train diesel station here. Yes, it's empty. How much does a place like this have at a time like this? Quite a lot. And quite a lot as well. There is no cow on the ice by any means. It's completely fine. I mean, Stockholm, we really need you working on the construction side of things, you know. That's really important, you know. If you could, please be so bothered. And that would be accomplished by coming here. We have 6 workers waiting. Arbetare överföringsväglinjen. Yes. Unfinished road, you have no workers. not sure that this is working out that great, you know. But these people, they can certainly not walk to this bus platform. Who can actually walk to this bus platform? Okay. Didn't we move people in here? Yes, we did. All over the place. Well, most of places. And there are no severe issues. So what's going on? Where are you all working? It shouldn't be in here anymore, and it isn't. Yes, we have about 30 people working in the shopping center. That's not, you know, an enormous amount. Though we have many buses coming here, but they never get anyone. One person. Yes, it can only mean one thing, and that is that there are plenty of other job opportunities closer by that they'd rather work at. And yes, of course, it is all the damned construction sites, you know, that are within walking range that is sucking up all the workers. Such as a place like this, no, maybe not. Pipes and roads cannot have. But this, okay, no one. No, because the road isn't finished. Still not a good example. This was certainly such an example. It seems that most of them are done. Here is one. That's too far away to walk, maybe. This is a mud road. You see, 190 tons of steel. Already we have. But I think that much of it has been distributed. I think even most of what we'll need has been distributed, or is being distributed. Yes. 23rd of May. Yes, winter is soon here. Getting it ready. Make sure you're ready. How is, of course, if it's done, that is the hospital, the new hospital. It should be, see, it's done. We have plenty of doctors and patients. Yes. Well, not so many patients, but plenty of doctors, a bit too many. And we'll here we have them. That one too. Yes, you go to the hospital with you. All right. So then about does it. Let's see. It doesn't form. It won't form a queue under these circumstances. No, it won't. Also, this road really should have been, street lighting. It should be. Because people are expected to walk to here. And we cannot afford to not pay for it. It's just the way it is. We could have built this. Yes, that we could. But no, we didn't. And we did this instead. Or this too. There we go. Traffic seems to be moving. Yes, did I have activated? Yes, I had activated that. Now they are not doing that anymore. Yes, I had activated that. Again, experimental traffic pathfinding line spacing. Yes. Landscape editor mode. I'm not going to click that. I don't know what will happen. CO corporate. This sounds exciting. Construction office corporate. I would, but what does that mean? It's a new algorithm for construction office corporation. What the hell? See what happens, if anything. We could certainly use some cooperation on this, if that would help. You don't have any workers now, do you? No workers and mechanism. Because this construction office is not involved. It should be. No workers and mechanism. And you are still missing the prefab panels, are you not? Yes, you are. Right. How are things over by this area now? Valkavisk steel this monstrosity. One worker at Steelman. Okay. Okay, we have the strategic thing there. We have. Okay, but here comes a few. Right, we're back to these levels. And of course, all these buses, they are not doing any good. However, come to think of it, why not do this again? Because they are not happy here for some reason. Or they are happy, but that beats me. There is only one adult child, and the population is rising like crazy. Well, what I was thinking is to do the same thing again with Polochevo here, you know. Just move people in again, and we'll have the steel industry running like. Well, this is a bit ironic, isn't it? You are standing here with 400 tons of prefab panels, and we need a few to finish a bit of railroad. Would you please unload a little bit? No. Would you please come back here? And if you don't, okay. I don't know if you're going to like that. Maybe. Also, you cannot be waiting in here forever, you know. The brick train. You can actually be waiting in there for a while. Because there are two tracks. Yes. There you go. Unload a bit of those prefab panels, please. Thank you. And that's quite enough. Next time you load again. Yes, we will be finished with this railroad by then. Where's the thing that is transporting? Of course, yes, of course, the truck that does the prefab panels doesn't go to the storage yard. It goes to It goes to the prefab panels factory. Of course it does. You can go here, load prefab panels. I think that will work out, something like that. Anyway, and the coal, we have a lot more coal than we need, which means that we should transition workers from coal line to steel line, if there even is such a thing as a steel line here. The steel workers from Polosjevo, yes, but that's not. It would be allvarligt kol. No, it is just, an addendum to the coal line. It's what it is. Or it used to be. Now it's not even that. Wonder how anyone makes it in there. But anyway, allvaret platform is... we want... Should we go to the steel mill first and unload a controlled amount of workers, maybe? Unload about half, say, and then go to coal and supply everyone else with workers. Right, I'm not going to retire the vehicles for Polosjevo or put in mothballs or do anything of the sort. They can just move along, be moving along. But okay. Thought we would have a bit more fuel surplus by now, actually. It's probably all on the other side of the realm here. No. It's not. We simply do not have that much of a surplus. We have no surplus at all. We have rubbish. We're getting by. So we're only getting by with the oil. Don't think so. There is something amiss here. Something's not right. We're not selling any, or we cannot tell because these are quite broken. These numbers. Right. Last year. That's no, that's not right. This is completely broken. Yes, if you're trying to start a new game over your last using the terrain editor, one thing that you can do is also remove the stats.ini file to have all of this reset, But then again, I liked this has some more upshots too. Like this graph is magnificent. This is the population from the beginning to until now, from the absolute start. And the first winter was really not easy, But we've rebuilt. Look at us. You know what? It is time we started building ourselves. I think that we have it. We have enough of snowplows now that we could start making something more exciting. Yes, if you can just remember where the car factory is. It's right here. It's where it is. Yes, and we've had enough of these snowplows for now. We're going to make, you see, a personal car. And it's going to be the Mercedes W124. And 87, 88, yes, those are great years. Yes, we're building taxis for Berlin. Many. Yes, we'll have 33 taxis for Berlin. What's select blueprint manufacturer? Okay, you need to cancel the current production for it to go back to. I see. Maybe. Yes, this is still shut down. That's right. We have too many trains as it is. Way too many trains as it is. What is the current lifespan of the nuclear fuel stockpile? 93.25 tons. What? Have we started making it again? That sounds like a lot. How much is it worth? 6 billion. I think that we are using it, but at such a slow rate that no, it's not even noticeable. And only one waste container. Because the Mercedes here, this is the 124 and the 123 are the ones you want. You don't want the 140, for example, the S class as is known nowadays. No, you want the E class as is known, which is what these would have been called if it existed as a thing back then. It didn't, but still. It's the one you want. The S-Class is too complicated, and too fragile and things. This the 123 and the 124. That's just look at Africa. Yes, look that up if you don't know about it. If you have any interest in this, if you have any interest in cars, you know about that. I think that says it all. Pretty harsh road conditions there, and so on. Anywho, maybe in after being on the streets of Berlin here for I don't know how many years they keep them for, but at least 600,000 kilometers they put them through, quite probably a bit more. Yes, and then they end up in Africa. How many years does that take to put that sort of mileage on? I don't know. Anyway, to get to the point. Yes, many years later, maybe not many years later, many years, some years later, or many years later, it will end up in Africa and live on, being held together by various ingenious engineering solutions. And such, and most of the body panels and things will either have rusted off if it was in Europe for long, or were rusted off, yes, and something else will have happened, and it will be broken in so many ways. But the engine is still dragging all that remains of the glory of its former glory of its host. is dragging it along. And will continue to do so for time to come. Of course. Yes, the odometer for vehicles. I keep coming back to this. That would be really nice if well, this is a terrible example because well, it's not. But an odometer is showing the mileage here. But in this case, of course, since it's a combine harvester, it would show running hours. But such as this, yes, even professional trucks show mileage. Yes, they do. Yes, I suppose they can show running hours too nowadays. Though these don't have such fancy things. No, they have one of those old-fashioned ones, that rolls over and such. What are you doing here? And is this causing issues? This would have been a catastrophe earlier on. What are you doing here? We have workers. We have everything. Well, you were waiting for the workers, maybe? No? What are you doing then? No, workers and mechanism. Molla Rail Construction Office. Go home. Yes, Oskarshamn makes a bit more sense. And these 1, 2, 4 they were pretty quick to make. Which one do you suppose is the first one? I don't know. Let's say it's this one. And let's not anyone take it from us. We can put it here. No, it wasn't called E, it was just a 300D. Yes, it's a 300D. No, it's, you know what it is? It is the touring diesel version. That's what it is. No, it doesn't stand for turbo. No. Touring is what it is. Yes. Our first Mercedes 300 TD here. Wish we could have had the estate version, but we couldn't. For now, anyway. So this is good. This is pretty good too. I'm not complaining. Not at all. We need to get you out on the road, going places. And I think that we should have our own here in a different color than the... Oh man, that looks pretty... Oh, it turn its lights on here. Yeah, so we can have it in any color we like as long as it's grey. Or such. But anyway, now it got dark and therefore really difficult to make this decision. What do we do with you? It's always nice to go by the nuclear power plant, isn't it? It's this. And then why not go out here by the rail museum? Here. This cannot be used as a stop, but there is a bus platform out here, which we can use. And then you can go to Hansasino here, Central. Why don't you? And drop those people off at the stone crusher here. I think. Yes. And then, of course, we could do a tour of the farms. Of a farm. This one. And the meat storage or slaughterhouse, yes. And that will do it, I think. Shopping center here too. There you go. How are you doing? You're out of clothing again. Is it getting to be a problem? Not quite yet. Then let's go and have a look at the car. Oh, not the nicest of roads that we start off with here. That is a bit sad that the road to the nuclear power plant isn't paved. The last bit anyways, but I'm a little bit scared to have it out of commission. That bit. And it only has one road connection. Yes, look at it. But here I would really wish we could get in a bit closer, you know. That is really nice. That is really, really nice. That bridge, it matches the bridge though, even though the not the landing, but the opposite of the landing was not that nice to the bridge there, but very, very, very good. Dun 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 dun. We're going to have a look over at here, what's happening. And the lines for passengers, we apparently have ship workers or something. Varvsarbetare it should be. Yes. There's only one left, but you shouldn't be doing this neither. Just don't. And if we could just find... Yes, out here. Out here. Yeah, out here. That was that one, and that's no one left then on the road. Good. This is taking its time. And dun 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 dun. This is taking its bloody time. You know, this transfer thing of workers, has it ever worked? Well, there are 6 workers here now. That's good. Yes, but we're going to... Okay, I think that you're trying to spread this a bit thin. A bit. Just a little bit thin. Yes, we we need to fix this here. Yes, before turning the fires back on. Yes, before turning the fires back on. Not that it was working properly before, but it is working even worse now, and it's just not good enough. Could we maybe move some more people in here? Or yes, the theory was that they were all busy with various construction work around town here, such as a place like this. Yes, you see, you're missing mechanical components, and you're sitting around waiting for it. Speaking of which, that train, yes, we was there a little while ago, and now we're back. Has it maybe? It's been a long while. No, but yeah, the train is back. No, it's another train that is in here. Why do you keep being let in here? You shouldn't be. And I think that we should let you go now as Stockholm Cargo train station unload. Because, well, I don't think we need more than this. Right, you're going to have a little bit of a problem with the way this signal is and what it is permitting you not to do. Yes, it is red, but not here. No, it is the 21st of June. It is midsummer's hereabouts. And how are you doing over here? 19,500 people. It's about, I think we're going to need to start up the second food factory. Do we even have enough food to feed all these people? Don't know. But look at this. Just look at this indeed. You're just missing a tiny bit of mechanical components, and I think that it would be the same story basically all over the place. No workers and mechanism. Okay. Well, not exactly the same story then. You still have 100 tons of steel left. But I mean, there's a lot to do here. 21 tons. Yes, that's not going to be enough. This bit is 79 tons. You see, no, but we have 79 tons of steel on the construction site. Oh, and the 27 workers has just arrived to work on it, presumably. Yes. Building it by hand. Fine, very, very fine workmanship. Yeah. Yes, so was there anything else that we had on the mind for the evening? For the evening? Don't know, but I don't think that there was anything more, you know. God damn it, what the hell is the time? No, that will be it for this evening's ventures into the Soviet simulator here. Friends, thank you so very much for watching. Winter will be coming to Stockholm once again, and they better be done with all of this stuff, or we'd better be done. Otherwise we're pretty damned toast, you know. Good night.